Hello, Jello, hello, my lovelies. Welcome to my humble abode of 4 Inktober videos and this video. Hey guys, I'm trying. This is the 5th one. Yay, progress. I'm so proud of you, Kelly. You're actually doing something. Anyways. Drinking oolong tea because I fucked up my sleeping schedule. And I need to run off caffeine right now, and I don't want to drink coffee. I mean, who can relate, right? If you're young and dumb like me, yay! So, what I'm doing in this video, what you're watching me doing in this video, is redrawing an old-ass artwork. Because I'm hosting an event in honor of my 10K milestone that we hit on Instagram. Doot, doot, doot. Yay, I don't have a kazoo or one of those party whistle blower things. So we gotta deal with that. So basically the event is me drawing your old... Actually, it's not... It doesn't have to be old. But me drawing your old... Oh, why did I do that? Me drawing your artwork. Thank you. And I'm doing that because there's been a lot of draw this in your style challenge trend things going on I was gonna say YouTube, Instagram, but I figured it'd be more giving. I don't know what's the right word, but I figured it'd be more fitting for me to, instead of having all of you guys redraw something I'm doing, I redraw something you did. And I'm gonna pick 3 people's artwork, I mean. And I'm gonna make a video out of it, put it on YouTube, and then I'm gonna mail the original drawings to the winners. Hope and pray for me, guys, because school starts in a week. And I don't know how am I like survive trying to do everything, but I'm gonna do it. I know I'm gonna do it, and we can survive. We got this. But pray for me anyways. So that's the gist of the event. You got 2 weeks to submit your post or whatever. I'm gonna be picking based on concept, not based on your skill. So I'm gonna pick something that I find this fun and could make good video content, you know, because I need more motivation to make YouTube videos. Yay me! Anyways, check down in this description for the link to my Instagram post where I put all the details, all the good deets that you gotta know. Anyways, to this actual drawing that you're seeing, because we gotta talk about that, right? I'm doing this redraw of this old artwork from 2013, which is freshman year of high school. And this is from the second sketchbook that I've ever kept. The first one was in middle school. This one is early high school. Oof. Young Kelly. Don't know how to draw anything like hands or boobs or like head proportions. Also, there's gonna be a lot of lighting switches because I drew this and painted this over the course of several days when the sun was like setting. Not the best idea, but you know, that's when I could record it. So please bear with the constant lighting changes. Oh yeah, I included a lot of the mixing of the watercolors because, you know, whenever I watch watercolor videos, I'm always like, what colors did they mix to get that beautiful shade? Like, I want to know. So I put it in there for you guys. You could thank me later in the comments. Give me that engagement, baby. I'm using the Daniel Smith Essentials watercolor, which is basically 6 colors. Warm and cool version of red, blue, yellow. And so if you want to mix brown, you just put red, yellow, and blue. Just hope it turns out like that. Yeah, there's a lot of mixing beforehand because I like to pre-mix most of my big washes of color. So I included that. Also, I'm mixing this on a porcelain palette. Now I like to use porcelain because if you use something like plastic or like a metal tin, the watercolor is all beat up and you can't really see the true color. So get yourself a porcelain palette so you can actually accurately mix colors. Oh yeah, all the links to all the materials that I used in this video will be in the description, including brushes and paper and like whatnot. I had this color pre-mixed already on a different porcelain palette and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. It was from a previous painting. I was like, this is the perfect color to match with this old drawing's dress. I also did a lot of, not a lot actually, it's more so I reimagined the old drawing because a lot of the stuff didn't make sense, like the way the dress folded or like was designed with that, like, I don't know, Paz Kelly, she didn't even know how to design clothing. I did not have a reference at all. Yeah, I made some executive decisions about her design, and also I deepened her color, her skin color, because back then I only had one skin color and that was called Crayola Tan, and I would just use that color for everybody's skin. But now that we're adult Kelly, I can mix my own skin colors, and I want her to be a deeper color because I find it, I think it's attractive with this color palette, honestly. And I have a tendency to make my colors a lot darker than the references, so you're gonna see me make this hair color look pink at first, but then it's gonna look like a cranberry or something, and that's something I'm trying to work on, but we're getting there. It's okay. Oh yeah, I recorded this in real time. Oh my gosh, it took so long to edit this and like cut out 2 hours worth of footage into 20 minutes. Oh my god. I don't know how often I'm gonna be doing this, but consider this a gift. I guess since we hit 10K, I guess, we're trying this. But let me know if you really enjoy the slow watercolor process and seeing everything. Just let me know. Give me some motivation to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to time lapse because that's a lot easier on my brain. One comparison between old Kelly, the old Astron that you saw at the beginning, and new and improved Kelly with her new fancy equipment and shiz, is that before, back then, I only pretty much used Crayola color pencils and crappy paper. But not new Kelly, no. She got a lot more other mediums under her belt, including watercolor, which is her main medium. And she got the good shiz, okay? But I will say, watercolors Still hard. I picked up watercolors at the later half of high school, you know, as my, I guess, first medium after color pencil. And back then, I had like kind of crappy art materials, so get yourself some nice ones. I would just say, if you're hopping into watercolors, do your research and like don't go to Michael's or something and get those like cruddy cake pan watercolors that have like 36 and they're only $5. You know which one I'm talking about, the one you always see on the internet. That one? Oh, don't do that to yourself. Get yourself some decent watercolors so that you can practice how to glaze and layer, and like so the paint won't pick up after you put water back on it again and like completely just erase everything you did beforehand. I'm not salty or anything. It's not like that happened to me. No, why would you suggest that? Stay in your lane, babe. But yes. Also, when I was starting out with watercolors, I used to only use water brushes, specifically the Pentel water brushes, and I would just use that for everything. Even if I was not going outside, which I never went outside, just at home painting, I would just use those. But as an experience, no, not experience, but as somebody who's been doing watercolors for a few years, I seriously recommend getting yourself, if you're gonna get water brushes, at least you have to experience once in your life getting either natural or synthetic Sable hairbrushes like I'm using right now, which are synthetic Sable brushes from Princeton Heritage, which of course is linked below. But it's just so different, the water control and the way that it flexes and feels, because the water brushes are nylon, so they're basically, or the bristles are nylon, so they're basically like kind of plasticky and they don't hold too much water, but they hold a fine tip very well. But still, there's a big difference. Do yourself. Oh yeah, pho break. I'm Vietnamese, guys. I have pho at home. I know, you jelly. But it was around lunchtime, or past 12 probably. I need to eat my shiz, okay? And then we get back. Oh, yes. No more of that Crayola color pencils. We got Faber-Castell Polychromos color pencils, baby. Even more expensive than Prismacolors. But dare I say, better than Prismacolors. I know, don't shade me, guys. I have a few Prismacolors, the Prismacolors, which are, they're pretty good, honestly. But I like Polychromos better because, unlike the Prismacolors, which are wax-based, Polychromos are oil-based, so they don't have that wax blue and that, like, really shiny, like white film over your color pencils that you see when you reflect it off the light. It's just different, man. But if you can't if you really just, it's out of your price range, but you still want something above Crayola, I mean, Prismacolors are fine. Yeah, go get them, girl. Oh, this is the fun part. I busted out the acrylic ink. That's been my trend lately for 2018. So I'm trying to like get my money's worth and at least use my acrylic inks. Make something out of it. I've been missing my acrylic inks, baby. But yeah, I failed to elaborate. I was using color pencils in this piece because the watercolors were getting a little too dull for my liking. Like everything was too washed out, so I wanted to add in some more saturation and color, just like I'm doing right now with my acrylic inks. But honestly, after I added the orange, it all went to hell. It all went to shit! I should have just left it to only the blue. But even after adding the second layer of blue, it just got a lot. Like the circle in the background just overpowered everything in the watercolors in the figure. But I tried to save it after this all dries. It's okay. I know now. Adult Kelly is not perfect either. Kind of looks like an egg. An egg yolk. But yeah, I was trying to do like a cool fade effect. And I sprinkled salt on there because I was like, damn, I added too much water. It's gonna like make a hole in the bottom of the paper or something. No, it doesn't do that, but it's like, oh, I want some more texture. And maybe the salt will absorb some of the water that I added. It didn't make a very big difference in the end, but you know, art is really just about covering up your mistakes. Let's be honest. I mean, overall, I would say this redraw, this version of the girl, I don't have a name for her or anything, but like this version of the girl is looking a lot cuter than before. Because before, she was like gigantic head, kind of dumb looking, staring into space like, huh. But now over here, she's like shy, a little shy. She's looking cute, like, oh, with her hands at her chest, like, what are you looking at me for? But you know, I know how to draw hands now, and body proportions are a-okay in my book. And it kind of looks like she doesn't have boobs, but you know, past Kelly, she was so bad at drawing boobs. I was like, no, you don't get boobs now. This is where I try to fix my mistakes while it was still a little wet, so you just blot off some of it because it was looking a lot. There's a lot of green, and I wanted more blue. More of that blue color, because there was blue in her eyes, but there's not blue anywhere else. So I wanted to incorporate blue somewhere. And also her choker is yellow, but there's not yellow anywhere else in the painting, so I added it in the background. So right now I'm adding in some of the Daniel Smith phthalo blue back in. And this is a trick you guys can do too. Steal my ideas, go ahead. It's not like I came up with it. No, I really didn't. But if you just add it in lightly afterwards, it's all good. Also, acrylic ink, after it dries, it's waterproof, so you don't have to worry about it messing up everything and like blending in too much. I had white paint on one brush, and I just like whacked it against the other end of the brush to make those splatters, because it was the circle fate galaxy thing was looking too intense compared to the rest of the figure. So we try to lighten it up a little, make it a little bit more not so dark with the little splatters. And I find it added kind of a nice charm to it, honestly. Especially the splatters on her hair and her dress, they kind of like twinkle almost. They give her a little twinkle. Alright, so it's the end of the video. There's no more footage, so I guess it's the end, and hopefully you come back and I have more content. Okay, but goodbye!